Hey everybody, Wayland here. I'm gonna do two ham. I got a butt portion and a shank portion. I've always really wondered what the difference was or if they taste different. I think I've always just bought a shank because it comes in larger sizes than the butt portion does. These are just cooks. I get them for like $1.90 something at Winco recently. So I'm going to season them both up the same way and prepare them like I would. Again, my ham is another thing that has been really popular, people really love it. I've sold a few hams for the Easter Sunday. So I'm preparing these two for myself and my family. I already have one on that I sold, and I sold one actually yesterday. And somebody also bought a brisket. But I'm out here cooking today, and I'm going to prepare both of these the same way and cook them the same way, and we're going to see if there's really any difference between the butt portion and the shank. I will say the butt portion just feels squishier, maybe softer. I don't know. I've never really looked into it. I was just sitting there thinking to myself, what's the difference? So I thought I would prepare both of these and see if there is something different to the texture or taste, while showing you what I do to prepare a ham. So I will get them open, and what I like to do is kind of score them. So try not to go too deep, but what I like to do is help some of the smoke penetrate at least the first layer. Try not to score them too deep because I also still kind of want to make nice slices. If you score it too deep, you just end up with squares, but some of it's okay, you know, as long as it tastes good. So let's see. We'll usually eat a little bit of ham tomorrow, you know, and then we usually like to cube it up and do other stuff with it. So anyways, I'll score it on the front, try to do where I'll be on each side of the bone, and then just up and down, so kind of crossways, and just a few times. Okay, and then I like to go also this way too. Okay, get past that skin and stuff. I don't usually cut anything off. This stuff will typically fall right off after the cook, so okay. All right. All right, one more this way, I think. Don't cut yourself. And then I kind of go around this way. I think that'll suffice. Get it up this way, kind of follow those lines, and then do this side. All right. Yeah, that's fine. I lost my second line. Okay, that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Yeah, this stuff here is, you know, not very edible unless you like that kind of thing, but that stuff will come off typically when I cook it. And, you know, maybe that's a nice bit of fat. So, maybe I'll watch a video, see how somebody else does a ham. I actually never have. Oh, this does seem softer. Ooh. Okay. Kind of squares. Yep. All right. There's a bone there. Yep. And I'll get an opportunity to see how different the bone is. I think the shanks usually, like I said, just more weight, so I always just buy that part and not the butt. But let's see what we think. Oh, it's coming apart a little bit. And, you know, this is relatively inexpensive cuts. I mean, I didn't splurge. I don't get anything remarkable. I don't get the most expensive. I mean, they had a sort of a name brand, if you would, or Fricks or some other that was a little bit more expensive. All right, and then I like my wife likes the cloves and the pineapple, so we definitely do that. Let's see. I think I'm gonna trim this fat. Yeah, that's kind of goofy, so absolutely. All right. And we definitely like to get the exposed meat here with some cloves in it. And I'll need to get some toothpicks because we'll put toothpicks in and hang the pineapples from that too. So I'll need a second. Actually, let me do the, and I'm just using the Memphis style barbecue seasoning. This stuff has really, this is an okay taste. Got a little pepper, garlic, and ground celery, and it's just got a nice taste to it. It's good. I actually thought it had a little sugar in there. It smelled like it did, but it's good. So just get a little something just on the exterior. This isn't really going to penetrate too much. I'm really going to just try to get a little more smoky. Yeah, these hams technically they claim they're smoked when you buy them. Oops. Yeah, this one kind of is just coming apart. Maybe not very quality, or maybe that's the difference. Maybe the pork butt portion is just tender, more tender. Can't flip it now. Oh, awesome. Yeah, this one just seems more firm, so let's see how this goes. All right, so I'm gonna get some toothpicks, kind of wash my hand. I need to get, I'm actually gonna mix apple cider vinegar and a little water with this pineapple juice, and I'll use this as the spritz also. So I need some toothpicks, and I'm gonna put a little apple cider vinegar in my spray bottle and add the pineapple juice to it. All right, let's see. This thing's pretty cool. It's a HTDYOO. Got it from Amazon, probably for a few bucks. You've probably seen it before, but this one actually has a release valve, so you can let the air out before opening it. It makes it a little easier. It's worked pretty good, although I have had to change the seals on it. No big deal to just replace it also. I just happen to have some O-rings around, so it's no harm. It won't come out in the spray. No chemical. So apple cider vinegar and water is what I typically use to spritz. Dang. Maybe I should have done less. That's okay. I think it'll be a good enough concentrate. There we go. Plus, actually, you want to try to maybe let your pineapple juice not be too thick in there to clog your sprayer up. So we'll see. So that's what I'll use to go ahead and spritz them throughout the cook. Okay. I got them seasoned, and then I take cloves. There we go. Just take the lid off. And here and there, maybe put them in the center of each of those squares I made. My wife really likes this flavor. It's good. I didn't really have it before I met her. She's done this traditionally. Put the cloves in there. Just kind of stab them in to get the whole cloves with the stem. Just poke them in all around. Right in the middle of the bone marrow. That probably isn't going to go over well. We'll see though. In the past, when I was not into smoking as much as I am now, my wife would just bake the hams this way. So definitely do that. Okay. Voila. Crumbled. Okay. That's going to be nice. That's going to sit nicely like that. Okay. Put some in here. Gonna need some more cloves. some up here. This one's gonna sit a little different, so get some on top too. Yeah. Okay. Typically when you're done, you would discard the cloves, so I think I break these in half. Yeah, you guys know I'm just making this up as I go, right? Put a couple on each side. We'll start with that. I think I got 12 pineapple pieces, so we'll see. Let's see. Try this. I think I will do these all on this side. I like how this one really just sitting with the meat there. Everything's gonna just really drip down into that, so that might be one advantage. We love the taste of the pineapples afterwards. They may add some moisture. I don't know. This is more tradition than it is science of flavor, so we're gonna go with this. And I'm gonna do one more on each since I got it. Put one here, and I think I'll just hang one here on the side. Voila! I'll do that lower so the pineapple touches the ham. Best it can, anyways. I really want to eat one right now. That's pretty much it, you know. I'm gonna roll smoke on it. It'll start to open up, get smoke inside. I will actually wrap it with a honey, brown sugar, and butter. Yeah, so I'll melt some butter, put some honey and brown sugar in it, and put it all over it, and wrap it, and rest it in that overnight, and eat it tomorrow. Right now, I'm just gonna put them on the smoker. Ooh, that's the one I've been cooking. Separating, pretty juicy looking. Now this was for a customer. I didn't know if they would be very interested in the cloves and pineapple, and that's not how I typically make my ham, like when I'm just serving it for other things. So, anyways, I will spritz it though with that pineapple apple cider vinegar. This is just a brisket I'm doing for somebody. It's looking pretty good. Back it up so I can have room for these hams. Definitely try to rotate them a little throughout the cook. All right. Yeah. All right, that looks good. Okay. You'll spritz that brisket and spritz that ham a little bit, but that ham over there really doesn't need much longer. All right, we're gonna roll smoke over those. Pretty much. All right, so we'll roll smoke over those pretty much just till I like the color and feel like that there's a good smoke level on them. Really, the hams are fully cooked anyway, so you're really just trying to get it warm internally and flavored the way you like. So that's how I do it. Like I said, I'll end up wrapping it with a butter, brown sugar, and honey mixture, right? Honey bake, sort of. And then I'll wrap it in foil and rest it overnight. All right, so got them all where I'd like them. You know, they look a little bit dry. Don't fret. And you might not get it that cooked. Trying to multitask here when I rotated them last, but the good stuff is going to be in there. Okay, So I'm going to go ahead and take these and wrap them with butter. I take butter, stick of butter, about a half a cup of brown sugar and some honey, and I put it in a pot until it gets all melted together, and then I pour it on the ham in some foil and wrap it in foil, and then I'm going to rest it overnight at 150 degrees. So let's see. Okay, and it may be hard to tell, but there's quite a bit of moisture. I mean, even this pineapple's not all dried up, so it may look suspect, but we're gonna find out tomorrow. Okay, so this is butter, a stick of butter, some brown sugar, and some honey. The butter will add some moisture back in there. The brown sugar and the honey adds a delicious taste. So I'm going to put this. Man, this looks good. All right, now you be careful. I added too much brown sugar before, and what happens is you make something like caramel. Butter and brown sugar melt together. Caramel. Okay. I'm gonna add a little apple cider and that pineapple juice. Okay, so then I like to go ahead and bring this up. Actually, I'm gonna pull these toothpicks because I do not want to poke my foil. So try to get your pineapples to just stay there. And then try to fold everything in an upward fashion to retain the liquid inside. Couple. Okay. All right. So, boom. So that's one. I'm going to do the other one just like that. Okay. So this was the butt. And I'm also going to go ahead and do the shank just that way. So then I'm going to wrap it up, put it in the oven overnight at 150 degrees. So tomorrow I'll get some shots of us slicing into it and tasting it, and we'll see if there's a difference or which one's better or what have you. All right. Got these hams cooked up. Shank and butt. All right, so got the two types. I'm ready. Got my knife. Got everything ready. Try to open this up. I want to retain the juices in these trays for sure. Okay. Ooh, smells so good. Okay. So, smells smoky. Looks good. Okay, it's a butt portion. Dog's gonna love licking that up. Okay. Preserve that. I typically just pull the cloves and toss them. They're not going to be too much of a tasty bite if you do bite into one of those. They can just be pungent, maybe like the clove. But I just pull them out. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. man. Awesome. Pretty good. Nice, sweet taste. Pretty tender. Well done. Nice and warm. This is the butt portion. Like I said, I've mostly just bought shank portions. That puts a little... Tastes about the same to me. I misplaced my slicing knife. Got another one on order. Take it down half. There we go. So good looking. Nice looking piece. So that's just ham. It's got a nice smoke taste to it. Good color, good finish. Okay. And I don't necessarily see a big difference between this butt portion and shank portions I've had in the past. Okay. Now for the shank portion. So much juices. Okay. All right. Oh, ooh, good. Land on the foil. This is the portion we usually get. It's just bigger. Let's see. Discard the cloves. Can't get it out. This may be juicier. Anyways, let's see. Ah. Oh, almost lost that. All right. Yeah, looks like there's a little more intermuscular, maybe fatty tissue. Interesting. Nice color. Again, good sweet taste. There's a definitely smoke flavor to this. Considering the shank was larger with more fat on it, maybe taking longer was important for it. Maybe the butt didn't need to go as long. So, but that being said, the shank was just a little bit bigger. Feeds more, comes out juicy, easier to cook, so I'll just buy shanks. Looks, of course, the butt on the the bone on the butt was maybe easier to manage around. But that's it. I'm pretty much going to tear this thing apart, get rid of some of this fat and skin, chop it all up into pieces, and bring it in and feed my family. Thanks for watching. So this is how I smoke some hams. Okay, they have a nice smoky taste, a good sweetness to it, and definitely juicy. So until next time, thanks for watching and happy Easter.